go.
You know what was a weird
Fashion
thing?
flow.
Did you see Matt Rife? Stand-up comedian.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I saw his special.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet.
Don't,
You. Oh, no good, eh?
bro. I mean, we can have it on the podcast.
Yeah, let's
but
talk about it. Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
So, I got laid off,
Yeah.
as Yasin knows, but friends of the podcast don't.
Yeah.
And I like to take these opportunities to watch stand-up
Yeah,
specials
for sure.
and movies.
You
And
gotta catch up.
right? And I saw like 6 in the last week,
Mm-hmm.
and it was easily the one that I was like, I had to try to keep coming back so I can at least say I finished it.
Yeah.
I'm on my 4th try. I still got 20 minutes left.
Okay, so here's the thing. I only know his stuff as far as crowd work is concerned.
Right.
And his crowd work is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's respectable. Now, all of his crowd work is he's crowd working with like middle-aged ladies in the crowd. That's kind of his jam. But it's
His
good crowd
jam,
work.
it's his jelly, it's his peanut butter, bro. That guy that's his
But
whole zone.
He's good at it. And it was very entertaining. And you shouldn't obviously, I pride myself as being a student of comedy. You can't just say that, hey, look, just because you're good at crowd work, you're also good at making jokes. It doesn't really, but like sometimes it does inform the other. All right, look at Andrew Schultz, fantastic crowd work guy, and then fantastic thing. But Matt Rife, dude, you sent me a link.
But what do I know? I only do crowd work, right?
That was so cool.
But what do I know? I only do crowd work, right? I only do crowd work. I only do crowd work, right? I only do crowd work, right? I only do crowd work, right? I only do crowd work.
Bro, I since I haven't finished it and I saw that and I was like, he shouldn't have said that.
No,
Because the bits are so weak. That's
really
all.
that bad,
So
eh?
I just saw Stavros, who's also like really famous off of crowd work.
Yeah.
And his special gets better as it goes. Like it starts off a little weak, a little soft, and then gets the premises get better, the punchlines and you're like, this bit is fantastic. Like this is an A+ bit right here. Matt Rife. It's just, I mean, I almost want you to pause and watch 5 minutes and be like, ugh. Maybe you should have like let that cook for a bit longer.
All right, I'll watch it
It's,
before I come back for the next.
And it
one.
starts off with like just women hitting as the
see,
first joke.
That was an odd thing to choose for you to do, right?
Why? Dude. Anyway.
Also, here's the thing. Your special is not the place where you get to like redefine who you are, right? Your special is you affirm who you are. You're just like, it's more of the same, but a little bit better, right? You don't go like, hey, you know what? I'm a comic now.
I don't know what he was. Maybe it is that. Maybe it's exactly that where he's just like, it's my special. I'm going to crystallize this. I'm a comic. But it's just not, it's not good. And it's bad.
So the reason why I brought him up is that after that happened, did you see he went on Jordan Peterson's podcast for some reason?
No.
Yeah, you did. Like, well, I don't know if you're trying to fix what happened or whatever, but I don't know how this is a play.
Well, how old is he? Like 28, 29?
I think so, yeah.
What does he know? I mean, I'm not being, it's like, you think that's how you fix things.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go talk to this professor.
Yeah.
I don't know. But as a comedian, I was just like, this is not very good.
It's not good at all.
No,
right?
it's really like, dude, I still got like 20 minutes left, and it's not the last 20 minutes.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's
no
tough.
one. No one saves the last 20 minutes of a stand up. Like if it's good, you watched it in that one sitting. What else did you watch that was good?
You know what? Ralph Barbosa.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I haven't gotten. I love the dude though.
But
I know he can
special,
joke. I know he knows how to make a good joke.
The thing is, bits. Even if you don't like one, I love that like his bits are
Quick.
between 1 and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
1 and 3 minutes. It's what you would hope to get for a first special, even if you got big off of Instagram.
Right.
I was like, this is for his first special. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
Stavros, solid. Michelle Wolf, fantastic.
She's great. I watched everything she's put out on Netflix.
So good. Very smart.
So good.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Mike Birbiglia, have to know him. You get to like, you're in your 50s.
Yeah.
It's just like all these jokes are like my daughter Lula and
Right.
and then like you're referencing previous specials.
Yeah.
It's not one you can show.
Mike is It's a comedy that you're gonna watch like completely lounged and laid back.
Yeah, man.
Like
Good.
you just relax. Your back is against the cushion,
Yep.
and you just let them take you.
And if you listen to an album called Two Drink Mike, it might be it's on my like Mount Rushmore of it's so good. It's just joke after joke after joke after joke. And then he has My Secret Private Journal, and then he has Sleepwalk with Me, and that's a fantastic catalog. But yeah, this one. And then I saw I actually watched Cat Stevens' first special. I think it's called
Stevens?
Cat Williams.
Ah.
Yeah, Yusuf Islam's first special now. But I think it's called The Pimp Chronicles.
Of course, yes.
It's the best.
So good.
Bro.
I watch all of Cat Williams stuff. He's
Williams.
amazing, dude.
And he's just like, there's people there. Little John's there. Andre 2000's there. Just all of Atlanta's there.
Dude,
Yeah.
always sweating. That guy comes out with multiple towels on his
Well,
his
he's got a
stool.
suit on.
Yeah.
He's got a suit, and you know he's wearing everything proper under it.
And it's not breathable.
No, he might have a vest on under
None
that.
of that
under
shit
shirt.
looks breathable.
Sweating. His hair is still somehow just straight and glistening.
Man.
And
Cat Williams is good.
But it's fun. It's fun right now. It's I also just rewatched Shane Gillis's.
I
two
rewatched
specials
Shane Gillis's thing
back
as
to
well.
back.
Dude, when I first watched it, I gave it a 5. I rewatched it again. I gave it a solid 7. No, it's
Dude,
good.
It's really good. I
Yeah.
think it's. I think the one in Austin is fantastic.
The
That's
first one though, I think is
A+?
Is an A+.
To know that was his first, and you released your second a year and a half later. That's a solid showing.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice. I've liked it twice.
Yeah. But the first one was just otherworldly on how awesome it was. His delivery, his stage presence,
The subject matter of everything.
and just everything about it was so damn good.
God.
He was so keyed in.
Yeah.
Arguably my one of my favorite first showings of any comic.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just goes to some people just like, you know what? I'll make a special.
Have you seen his skit?
No, which one?
ISIS Toyota.
Yes, I've seen that one. That one's, he has some amazing skits.
So good, dude.
Amazing skits. What's it?
Just want to get you in a Toyota.
Yeah. Shane and I forgot the other, but it's like they have a
Yeah.
channel. But
Yeah.
I
It's
think
kind of like that Childish Gambino way of getting famous.
Mm.
Do you remember what's it called? Donald Glover, before he started, he had a skit like a skit group. And
Yeah,
he was
but they
making
weren't.
skits on YouTube.
They weren't that good.
I feel like that
Yeah.
did put some of them were good. Yeah, some of them were good.
I don't know,
I
man.
feel like it did get him discovered though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like
Could be.
aspects of that made it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could get discovered from mediocre skits back in the day, but like I don't know.
I think Tina Fey saw them. I think there's a story about
I'm
Tina Fey
sure.
seeing it.
Why
And
not?
then he worked for
I believe that.
yeah.
Yeah, but Shane Gillis or Key and Peele, like some of those skits are
Key and
like,
Peele, yeah, it's
yeah, those
insane.
are. I don't know. Now we're talking about skits. And I was like, I don't have nothing around. Again, I know 4 people that make skits. I think
Yeah,
but
they were good. Key and Peele was were great. Man, those guys who were writing Star Trek were dreamers, huh?
yeah, Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, they were like,
That guy was a dreamer
let's just build something nice.
because in the 70s,
Mhm.
black pilot, Asian gay dude. He wasn't gay, but I'm sure
Right.
he was gay on set. All sorts of.
Yeah.
And it was like written that way. Like
Yeah.
in the 70s, this guy was writing as if he was in the it wasn't even making sense in the 90s. There was too much diversity in Star Trek compared to what I was seeing in America in the 90s.
yeah,
But sci-fi people though, right? Very open-minded, super forward-thinking.
for sure. And I also think that in my opinion, as far as like traditional sci-fi stuff, it wasn't done with the idea of any type of agenda. It was done for an idea of a hopeful future, right? So none of it was. It didn't feel like any of the stuff was force-fed. It was around the idea of an idealistic society that was better than the one that you were in, and that is like in my opinion an honest endeavor. I can respect that. This is a reason why I've always loved sci-fi.
Yeah, I don't think they would have even like how heavy-handed could you get?
No,
I think they get real mad real quick.
Yeah, I know that's true, but in the light touch of our traditional, like the traditional sci-fi, media that we watch, within that is something that's beautiful. There's a reason why Star Trek was amazing. There's a reason why Star Trek Star Wars, excuse me, was looked at the way how it was. Like even if you go into Firefly, that it's built that way, and it wasn't, and it was an honest endeavor
Firefly
to think, oh, man, Firefly could.
Great.
Still to this day, dude.
You watch Babylon 5? Is that too nerdy?
No, I
There's
haven't.
some stuff in there, man.
It was good.
You can't go back now. Like you can't go back and watch a 90s.
I feel like I can because there's so much bullshit now that I'm way more open to bad CGI. Like before, I was like, I can't watch this. The CGI is so bad. We've come so far.
Now you're about the storytelling.
Right? Now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and just be, you know. I watched a movie recently. Actually, it was in an airplane. I watched The Covenant. It's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Man, that sounds so familiar. What's it about?
Okay, so it's about a military unit in Afghanistan who has an embedded interpreter, and then some shit happens, and it's a story that surrounds the interpreter and the last surviving guy of the unit. I don't know if this is based on a true story or not. Like the Lone Survivor, which was equally one of my favorite like military movies, despite the fact that I dislike American imperialism, I do like a good military movie, bro.
Hey man, those are good.
I
movies.
fucking love it.
Dude, some of the most imperialistic are the best ones.
You're
like, let's go, Rocky. All of them, get all of them.
yeah, man, freaking great. Anyway, Guy Ritchie makes obviously we love Guy Ritchie. He's a great director, but this movie is good. It's not in the general format of a Guy Ritchie movie, but it's his take on how to make a military movie. It's very good.
I'm glad they let him. If they're gonna let him make Aladdin, they should let him make a military movie too.
Yeah. It's on. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Dude,
Covenant?
highly recommend.
I got IPT.
Yeah. So definitely watch that. I forgot to tell you this, or I forgot to say this on the last podcast. I met Charlamagne the God,
dude,
at JFK Airport.
Talk to me.
Okay, first of all, here's
off, how'd you let him know you see him?
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. This is exactly what I'm gonna tell you. But before I tell you this, I want to tell you something else. You know how I've had some ideas of like, okay, if I meet X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna try to be cool. I'm gonna try to not be I won't be starstruck. He's just another human. I'll just say thank you for whatever it is that you've influenced me.
Right,
bro. That shit all went out the window. Okay, so I'm in a zigzag line.
All right.
That's you're essentially going through like border patrol to get into the United States, right? We just landed, and I'm on like the zig, and he's on the zag coming in this way, right? Yeah. So he's a little bit further away, and he's holding the hand of his daughter, right? So I see him.
Perfect. That great time to freak a guy out when he's holding his daughter's hand at the airport.
So I see him,
and he's trapped. He can't go in.
And then he was just looking up. I saw him, and then I look away because I'm like, maybe I don't want him to know that I know that he's there, right? So I look away. I look at my wife, and I'm looking at Medea, and I'm like, that's Charlamagne. That's Charlamagne, right? And she don't know who Charlamagne is. I've never even brought it up before in my entire relationship, right? She's like, who?
She thinks it's a rapper. Because she's racist.
And then I turn around, and then Charlamagne's still looking at me.
Yeah.
And then I did one of these, okay? I did one of these. Charlamagne. That's what I threw my hands down, and I was like, Charlamagne. And dude, he's not close. He's like from here to like
he's far away. He's 40 feet away, and you're like
like I'm pointing at him and saying his name.
He
right?
has the anxiety for 20 minutes. Like, this motherfucker is gonna be beside me, and I gotta interact with this guy.
Right. So then he kind of like nodded a bit. And then I looked away too, because like now I can't just stare at him as we're waiting through the zigzag line, right?
I could totally see you doing that.
Right.
just licking your lips.
And so, oh my God. Anyway, so the line moves, yeah?
Yeah.
And we get close to him, right? And to his credit, he came up to me, like, as we were walking, I guess we're getting to each other, but like, I was already like, at this point, I was just gonna nod, right? Be like, and be like, yeah. But he came up to me, like, leaned in, and he gave me a pound.
Yeah, good.
Right, and he said, "It's good. It's good to see you, man." And I'm like, "I love the show."
Yeah.
And then I love the show and something else. I don't really recall what. Right, and then after he smiled, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's cool." And then he kept on, like, now he's zagged, right?
Right.
But the thing is that there's like 4 more zigzags. So we're gonna cross paths.
Are you prepping for every zig? You're like,
So the next one, I'm like, all right, listen, that wasn't my best showing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very nice. Charlamagne was very nice.
Right.
So that was cool. And I didn't make a big fuss. Like I was, despite the fact that you're looking at my face and it sounds loud, but it was very contained because I knew that.
Just like, you're here. I'm here.
And so I didn't want it because, like, it's in New York.
Right.
Perhaps other people will know who Charlamagne is, right? Anyway, so the next zigzag, we cross over, and then after he's like, I just spent the last 5 minutes explaining to my wife who Charlamagne the God is, right? And after he laughed, and then I said something else. Oh, and then Medea said like, he never gets this excited, or something along the lines of that. And so then we all laughed, and he laughed, and then we kept on going. And then the next zigzag, we just like nodded and smiled, and that was it.
Because it's comfortable now.
Yeah, that was the end. That was the end of that. To his credit, first of all, I really do like Charlamagne. I think he's awesome. I think he's a good interviewer. He's how would you describe him? Like a New York City radio host with a a New York City personality radio host. He's written a number of books that I haven't read, but like.
Radio host is like an understatement. He's like a personality.
Yeah, he's a personality. He's a social commentator as well. He's got multiple podcasts. One of note is the Brilliant Idiot podcast. Before Andrew Schultz was as big, anywhere close to as big as he was, Charlamagne the God wanted to do a podcast with Andrew Schultz because he felt like Andrew was a good comedian, and that's kind of like the first like foothold into the culture that Andrew was able to have, and was as a result of Charlamagne.
A huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
To have a podcast with Charlamagne the God.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also the ego to call yourself Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
Bro, Hercules could do it. I mean, pseudo god, but
yeah.
Hey man, that's a great like bump in at the airport.
Yeah. I was overjoyed actually, and I was very like happy that he was very gracious.
Yeah.
Like because. That was the best I could do to stay calm, right? Because like I just couldn't believe I'd see like a guy and he would be that close, and like I've been watching
it.
Like what's that?
You could have kept pushing it to see where his line is. So I asked him for his daughter's hair, and he slapped me.
Oh yeah, I didn't ask for a picture or an autograph or anything else.
Yeah.
Like because I'm not that, like I don't feel good about it, and also I'm never gonna look at the picture and be like, Charla. Like I'm never gonna think back and look at a picture.
I got a picture with Anthony Bourdain, and I do look at it every now and then, like, oh man, I get sad.
Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
But yeah, credit to the guy. He was very gracious, very nice, very nice guy. So they're coming off of Emirates too. We just landed and we drove. We flew in the A380. You know what that is?
It's a plane.
True, but it's the
biggest one.
Big boy. It's the double decker.
Dang.
Right?
You get to just go up between these
No,
two?
that's first class, bro.
Oh, is it?
They kick you down the stairs if you try to get up there.
Really?
I don't know about that, but like you can't even use someone else's washroom. How are you gonna go upstairs? But yeah, him and his entire family.
I thought it was a quiet zone or something.
Had gone to Dubai. I think his wife was there, and of course my wife's first question was, what does his wife look like, right? So we like brought it up and we're like, is he married? Oh, she said, is he married? And I was his wife. And then after we saw a picture, and then 20 minutes later, we saw them at baggage claim, right? It was like 6 people, like big crew of people had gone to Dubai for vacation, I guess. Yeah,
it's hot there.
Yeah. I should have listened to the most recent Brilliant Idiot
to
podcast.
see if he brought you up.
No, you're like, shout out to that guy. You didn't ask me for a picture.
So I was there.
I'll remember him forever.
And he was like this, and I was like, oh shit. But then he could tell. He talked to his wife. She calmed him down, and he tried real hard not to freak out, and he was nice about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that was a positive
experience
for him.
I hope it was as positive for him as it was for you.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. So yeah, that was me running into Charla. But it also told me that what if I met like someone that I'm like a big fan of?
Yeah.
Like if I saw Lewis Hamilton or Dave Chappelle, I feel like I'm gonna have to prep for myself a little bit differently.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, just seeing Anthony Bourdain, I didn't say anything.
Right.
I was like, can my wife take a picture with you?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Took a picture. And
freaking Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton would, probably.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be something.
I'd love to see Kyle and DeMar hanging out. Well, you guys just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't even let me bother you.
Yeah.
You know, something just make you happy.
Yeah, that was awesome. Seeing their camaraderie. And every once in a while when they're playing against each other and they're dapping each other up. I love it when the camera lingers on them.
No, I wish they got to win together.
Yeah. But we needed the claw.
Yeah, we probably wouldn't have won that.
We wouldn't have won. Yeah, we wouldn't have won because there was many attempts.
Dude, it's so hard to win a championship. It's just like a lot of things had to come right even in that season.
Yeah.
I mean, that bounce, you know?
Yeah, the bounce. That 4-rim bounce, bro.
There were other crazy, like, because I rewatched the playoffs. I just put it on one day.
Okay.
Just, the audio is a little bit ahead of the video, just a little bit, so you know when to pay attention. There were so many it's so hard to win a championship. Like Pascal had a bunch of amazing, there were some blocks by Gasol, and like so many people contributed that were gone within a year.
Yeah.
We got.
That was just lightning in the bucket.
Yeah.
Lightning in the bucket?
Yeah, lightning in a bucket. Lightning in a bucket.
Lightning in a jar.
No.
It's lightning in a jar.
bucket.
The shooting fish in a bucket. It's lightning in a jar.
No, it's shooting fish in a bottle.
In a bottle.
Lightning in a barrel. These are great podcasts named Lightning in a Barrel.
Yeah, that is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
For another one, for a spin-off.
Yeah.
All right, we got some videos.
Sure, man. Let's do it. We weren't going to be able to transition any.
No, there's nowhere to go. All right, let's see. I believe these are the bullies of the ocean.
Not the whales? Sea lions.
Oh my god.
Dang, that's the jugular.
Dude. And he did that to a shark.
That's just a sea lion, eh?
Yeah, it's just a sea lion.
I also love how the seagull comes in right on the murder. Man, that's the throat.
Good lord. Have you seen the bear break a moose's neck during a wedding?
No, but I'd like to. I like how you also got happy, like, perfect. Let me show you this wedding. Wife says, worst wedding ever. Husband, like, I think this is a good omen. All of these animals have such an instinct to.
Joking.
Oh, it's a wedding shoot. No, it's a wedding itself. Oh, it's such a loud murder.
Look at him. Look at. Ah!
Seriously?
Dang.
Oh my god.
Dude.
It's tough out there, man.
Yeah. Also the neck muscles in that. Like, you can see how he's shaking his head, how powerful this bear is.
Man, bears. I'd love to be a bear for a little while. And then I just go try.
This is wild disrespectful, though.
Well, this is a very small shark. Look at the shark's face. This is not a normal.
I understand, but like for you to still bite the throat of a shark, and then like, rip a chunk of it by throwing the body away. It's the most disrespect, bro.
Well, I don't even think sea lions. Who knows? They probably do go after sharks. Who knows if the shark is the right size?
Yeah.
What do you got here? In the grass.
Let's have a look at the speed.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All right. That's almost like an anime slide.
Yeah.
The amount of... Look at it. Slide. So
one thing was coming down the road, and the other was perfectly placed car, by the way.
They'll remember this forever.
I mean, shit, I might remember this forever. Look at this.
It's whack.
Female lion. Some sort of deer.
Dude, they slid around at least 10 meters.
Dude.
Okay, 6 meters. Dude, it's how fast were both of them moving? And then imagine the split second this line has for it to grab it and then bite and come out of commission.
Grab something that doesn't come off at this velocity, right? Like, you got to grab something substantial.
Yeah, dude. Insane. Oh
my god. That cat doesn't want to be taken. Where are they going? I have so many questions. Damn.
Dude, that you know how hard it is just to hold a regular domestic cat when it doesn't want to be
It's a
held?
pretty big cat. It's not like a baby. That's at least a few months old.
What the frick is it, dude? Is it a mountain lion?
Yeah, that's a lion. It's either a female lion or a male lion whose mane hasn't come in. It's a lion. I don't think that's a mouse. I think that's gonna be a lion.
I think that's an actual
And a hijabi.
lion and a hijabi just.
I gotta take this thing.
Also, I feel like the lion is not fighting at its most, like its capacity.
It's sounding upset though.
It sounds pretty
it's
upset.
Definitely it definitely doesn't want to be here. But obviously it's a pet.
Yeah.
This is how he fights. This is why he can't make it. It's just protesting. It's just like.
Yeah, he's because if this cat wants to actually fight, it's over for
It
the.
doesn't
person
even
that's
know it's a cat, right? Probably this cat doesn't know its full capabilities.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's a killing machine.
If he wants to be away, he's away. If he wants to be,
Yeah, that's true.
he's the captain now.
He can make it any decision he wants. All right, here, this is
If
cool.
you've ever seen an insect stuck in a
Oh,
cut
I've
like
seen
this,
a bird does this.
you know
Right?
this shrike did it. These birds impale their prey on sharp objects,
Wow.
such as thorns or barbed wire,
Dang.
for two reasons: to kill it and to store it for later. If the prey contains
Oh
any
my
toxic
God.
chemicals,
Just
the
run 'em
shrike will
through.
wait a few days before eating it, giving the toxins time to break down. If you've ever seen an insect stuck in a cut like this, you know this shrike did it.
You know their food gets
These
taken
birds
constantly,
impale their
probably.
prey on
Yeah, but dude, the fact that he's just
Yeah.
running it through these
Rather
spikes.
have the lion take me down at my 15 kilometers an hour
Yeah.
than this guy be like, just grab me. I'm like, I guess we're okay. Maybe he's gonna take me to the nest. I'll raise the birds. I'll raise the eggs.
I can jump out of the nest.
Just-
It just runs you through a thorn.
I'd make a headlock on the thing and pretend that I'm thorned up. Oh,
This really hurts.
I think I'm gonna die.
But I'm
here.
toxic, so come back in an hour,
Yeah.
please.
It's like multi-threading the snake, like multiple spikes. Nice.
That's the other reason is because its legs are too, they're not strong enough to like pin the prey for him to rip pieces off. So they like I've seen a couple of them impale like a rat or a mouse or whatever. So that it's easier for them to yank off without having to hold on to it.
Did you see the pigeon that just walks in on an eagle nesting? Like an eagle's on its nest,
Mhm.
and this pigeon, and there's like a camera just recording this. It's like an eagle nest, right? This pigeon lands, and then walks right to this bird, and this eagle's looking at it, and then the eagle stands up, grabs it, and then pins it down. It's just like,
Oh yeah, it was a stork, I think.
no. We're talking about. Type in like pigeon walks up on eagle. Pigeon walks up on eagle.
All right.
All
This
right,
might not do
or
it.
just do your own thing. It's
This
that
might
one.
do-
That's the first one.
Yeah, there you go. See, it worked.
It totally worked.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We landed. Man, this pigeon doesn't know fear at all. This is a dumb pigeon. Does he think it's another pigeon?
And that's the end of this game, by the way. That's when the eagle's like, no, just you come right here with me. And and it finishes. There's another video where it finishes. There's a 3-minute one. But anyways, yeah.
Oh my god. This pigeon's like,
This pigeon's like, hey.
I thought you were a friend. Oh
Yeah.
no. Pigeon gets taken down?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Because this eagle, is it an eagle or a falcon?
I want to say falcon.
Looks like, I think it's falcon.
I gotta do better. We gotta do better.
This falcon was like,
Are you fucking kidding me? This falcon is like,
also
are
is
you
like,
shitting me?
and normally it takes so much effort for me to take one of you down, and now you just walk into my house.
If you watch the replay, you can see it's like, I don't know what gobsmacked is, but it's just like,
You know where you
and
are,
it starts
right?
to come in behind. It's just like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like, hey, you're gonna die, I guess. Oof.
There's like another minute of this nonsense, but it takes it. It
yeah.
kills it.
What I've learned is that falcons take a long time to eat their prey.
They don't slow down.
That's
I mean, they don't speed up. They're
Yeah.
just like, this is what I'm doing now,
okay.
methodically.
Bald eagle,
Bald eagle.
stork, catch.
Ooh. Yeah,
Yes,
this is
sir.
crazy. That's a bald eagle?
Oh no, it's a gold eagle. Gold eagle? It's definitely not bald. Gold eagle.
The trapping, like the
The
first going,
forethought.
yeah, first going by the end to eat it,
Yeah.
And
he's like,
then-
oh, you can have it.
very carefully placing it, like,
Why don't you have it right here?
look at this. Wow. Hasta. The very next thing is totally.
Yo, that stork must have learned a lesson.
Yeah, man. I think it learned at least one.
The fact that he took the meat is like, oh, you want it? Here.
Like, if you give that bird enough time, like,
How much can they learn? I think there's a limit.
yeah.
I think that crows and ravens are the smartest of the birds, right?
I always feel like predators are smarter than prey, but I know that's true. I know that crows and ravens.
Yeah. And so I think they're just gonna. You got to focus on. They're already the straight A
But
students,
look
right?
how he uses his hands. That matters.
Yeah.
That's, they like elephants apparently remember stuff, and
Yeah, but, like,
I'm like, you can't
crows-
do shit with those stumps.
Crows know water displacement,
Sure.
right? They know that if they fill something with water, or like if there's something that's already has water in it, and they want something in it, they'll fill it in to displace the water.
No
I don't know.
hands.
Yeah.
This thing's kind of got a hand. It grabbed that beak, no problem, bro. I think you kind of need a hand. You need to be able to change your environment. I think it makes a difference.
Okay. Well, on that note, it's been 421. Thank you for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Good night.